Yeah, there were some things that went against them early in this ball game, but every time they had to step up and make a play, they made a play. Now they just got Bill Belichick and his father with the Gatorade bath.
How about that? Even Steve got to experience the Gatorade bath here.
That's it. And it's another 3-point victory for the New England Patriots in a Super Bowl.
Just remarkable. If you knew Bill Belichick when he was coaching with the Cleveland Browns, they had one winning season there, and to now say that his record in the playoffs would be better than the great Vince Lombardi, I don't know if there's a person in Cleveland that's not scratching their head a little bit and saying, are you believing what we're seeing?
From the 1-yard line, it's Rod Smart. The 20, runs out of room, and the Panthers run out of time. The New England Patriots claim their second Super Bowl championship in 3 years. We've talked about it. In this era of free agency and player movement, that's as close to a dynasty as you're ever going to find.
Will be over with the tackle of Chris Cooper here. From 0-26 to Super Bowl champions. And on a day that started so ingloriously, when you think back to the Woodson interception early and the Raiders got on the board, and you thought back to last week when Philadelphia jumped out to that 7-0 lead in the first minute, and you have that start and this finish. 48-21.
Here comes one of greater importance if he makes it, and it's right down the pipe. Terry. Unbelievable.
That's the way you should win a Super Bowl.
Man,
I mean, they come in here against all odds. They were backed up. They had no timeouts. And they drove the ball down and got in field goal position. That was a great, great drive.
I tell you what, there's Bob Kraft, Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots.
Down to 10 seconds left in Super Bowl 35. Ray Lewis is probably as good as anybody on that side. I don't know who else you give it to.
You know, you really don't. And because there was nobody that really stood out on an individual effort, I think you have to give it to Ray because he is the leader of that defense. They're not going to be able to give it to the entire unit. The only other person that I could have thought of was Rob Burnett because he was really a tone setter in the first few series, putting a lot of pressure on Kerry Collins. But other than that, you've got to go with Ray Lewis. He's the heart and soul of this football team.
That's it. The Baltimore Ravens, for the first time in their franchise history, are Super Bowl champions with their emotional leader, their heart and soul, given the Super Bowl MVP trophy, Ray Lewis.
Probably the final play of the game in regulation. It is caught by Dyson. Can he get in? No, he cannot. And the Rams have won the Super Bowl.
No lie. The game is over. The game is over.
Now every Super Bowl should have an ending such as this. Down on the 1-yard line, a terrific play call, trying to give Dyson an opportunity to break a tackle.
But what he's going to miss is he's going to miss the competition. He's going to miss playing the game. When you play at the level that John Elway plays, there's not a lot of people in this world that know that level.
And not a lot of people know the feeling that the Denver Broncos have at this moment. Ed McCaffrey, you had a great second half.
Now this is fun. If you're the Denver Broncos player, coach, family, this is fun.
If you're on the other side of the field, it's not.
Now it's the lowest of the low, the highest of the high. And if you're a Bronco, all you can do is giggle.
Dodge and Darius Johnson come in at the defensive back positions. The throw. John Mobley broke it up. And the Broncos celebrating on the near sidelines.
It was a low moment of his great career. This then will become the highest moment. The completion of a great career, a Super Bowl championship for John Elway and the Denver Broncos. And the man, the sentimental favorite, the fans who didn't care about who won this game cared that John Elway got a Super Bowl ring.
You know who I voted for?
Yep. From a guy who was almost cut in training camp, the first special team player ever to win the Super Bowl MVP title.
And this is what it's all about. Winning a championship.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
The greatest moment of your life. You'll never forget it. They could never take it away.
There's the other. Last play. O'Donnell heaves it as far as he can. And the Cowboys come down with the interception. And it is Brock Marion. Final score. Dallas 27. Pittsburgh 17. By the way, Larry Brown will receive the Pete Rozelle Trophy after the late commissioner has watched the game in Southern California.
49ers leading by 23. Humphries putting it up. And it is out of the end zone. And why not? Dion out of the end zone winds up with the football. He gets the game ball.
Dion catches that one in the bullpen.
The 49ers wrap up one of the great seasons in the history of the National Football League as George Seifert wins his second Super Bowl title. The Niners, the first team to win 5.
Newton's holding him.
That's a long.
Oh, he sees it go.
Newton, that's a 10-yard penalty. Newton, I saw him holding, no flag. Got away with one.
Who misses it? Oh, Emmett gets him.
Well, this has become a deja vu. Emmett Smith. Congratulations, Dallas. Buffalo. There are no words. First time that Aikman's gone down in the game. Sacked by the press. 30-13 Dallas. The Dallas dynasty is real. Cowboys have already started the celebration. And they got the big guys, Haley and Newton, going after Coach Johnson. Let's see if it messed his hair. He's straight for it. If you're going to hire someone, they set him up.
Michael Irvin set him up.
Dallas 52, Buffalo 17. But a great quarterback and a great young defense. And a team now is this. You got to start talking already. Dynasty, Dallas, the 90s.
These guys are going to get him. Oh. I don't think the game's over, Pat.
They had to stop and hug each other.
If you're going to pour in a bucket, you got to get his glasses and his face, or it doesn't count.
Clock's still running.
They got him! They got him! They got it over the collar.
That should do it. The Redskins are the world champion.
No good. Wide right. There are photographers and people all over the field, but the clock still has 4 seconds on it. And Steve Diassi.
All the Giants have to do is a kneel down, and it's all over. It's a premature celebration, but it will be a celebration nonetheless.
When you keep the ball for over 40 minutes of a ball game, your offensive line did a wonderful job. And has there ever been a man in the position that Jeff Hostetler is in right now?
There's no higher honor than winning the Super Bowl. There's no better feeling than this feeling right now. Because this year, you're the best. George Seifert in his first year, and they can never take it away.
What a year they had. What a way to finish it.
4 men on
side. They'll flood that side. Nazazen will throw up the big one, hoping that something will ricochet. It doesn't. It's knocked to the ground by the 49ers, and that's it. The game is over. San Francisco has won Super Bowl 23. Jerry Rice, the hero for the 49ers, and Bill Walsh will get the ride. We wonder if it's his last as head coach.
This ends what has been a class week for the Washington Redskins and Doug Williams in particular. Our congratulations to Joe Gibbs, the Redskins, and in particular Doug Williams. Sensational. 42 unanswered points for the Washington Redskins, led by that guy Doug Williams. And
not a great shot.
Talk about your moment in the sun.
And Pepper Johnson and Eric Howard. And Parcells is up on the shoulders of the offensive lineman.
He's saying not yet. It's okay, Bill. It's okay. You got it.
How does he feel, John?
I'll tell you, he feels great. This is as good as it gets. Doesn't get any better than this. And the great thing about it, it lasts forever.
They're getting ready to carry. Ditka doesn't want to go yet. He says, wait till I see that final second. Who's going to argue with Perry? He wins most of those. Walter Payton, Mike Ditka, hungry Chicago, finally champions on this January day in New Orleans. 46-10, the final.